Hi everyone, it's John from Active Self-Protection, and I have an interesting thought for you about insuring your firearms collection. I did a little bit of research here and come to the conclusion that I think insuring your collection makes a lot of sense. Now maybe you only have a single personal defense handgun or something like that. Might not need that, but for many of us, it amazes me how fast we can get a small collection that goes way beyond our homeowner's insurance value. The default on a homeowner's insurance policy for your firearms is only $2,500. And you might think that adds up, but if you think about this, I have one firearm here. I just pulled this guy out of the safe. It's my elk hunting rifle. This is a Winchester Model 70 Classic Super Grade, and that firearm all by itself is worth more than $2,500. And so if I had a loss, if we had a fire in the home or something like that, this would not even be replaced, let alone everything else. So I think having some kind of protection is very important. What protection really matters. And so I think that it's worth us thinking about finding a good policy. And when we did, the folks from Collectibles Insurance Services came calling and we talked about things, and I did the homework on them, and I gotta be honest with you, so much easier than going through my homeowner's policy. My homeowner's policy wanted me to list every single firearm by serial number, have everything verified, and they did actual cash value. So what I paid for it at the time I paid for it, which is not what this is worth right now. Whereas the Collectibles Insurance Services gives market value, so what this rifle is worth today, and that goes up over time. You understand that if you own firearms. And so it keeps up with the value of your firearms. It's much easier. They require you to keep your own documentation, but they don't require you to submit every single firearm. As long as you had, say, a picture of your firearm, documented serial number that you keep, and you can justify that, yes, indeed, you did have this, and here's the loss, you're good to go. And they were so much more economical than my homeowner's insurance. And I'm with a major carrier that most people would say is the best prices around because they exist for the benefit of their members. And it was literally less than half in my instance of adding a rider to my homeowner's insurance policy versus using Collectibles Insurance Services. So I just can't say enough how valuable I think it was. And finally, when I went through the process with them of applying for coverage and having coverage approved, seamless, easy, friendly, and helpful, and the entire staff was fantastic, and so I'm very satisfied with that. So to have the peace of mind that your firearms collection, that all the guns that you have, that God forbid you have a loss due to flooding or fire or theft while you're transporting to and from the range, those kind of things, you get in a car wreck and the personal property inside, the value gets high in a hurry, for the peace of mind of knowing I can replace these items if I get a loss, I choose Collectibles Insurance Services, and I recommend them highly, and I hope you think about choosing them as well. I think you'll find the same thing that I did.